Hello, I'm Luna. Welcome to English with Luna. Today I'm going to tell you a magical and relaxing story in English. A story full of wonder, imagination, and simple words to help you learn naturally. So just relax, listen carefully, and if you can, repeat the sentences after me. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just follow the story and enjoy the moment. Let's begin. There is a small town, quiet, peaceful, and full of soft lights at night. In this town lives a girl named Emma. Emma loves the night sky. Every evening she sits by her window and looks at the stars. She always feels something special, like the sky is trying to tell her something. One night, something different happens. Emma is sitting by her window, as always. The room is quiet. The air is calm. Then, suddenly, she sees a small light in the sky. It is not like a star. It moves, slowly, gently, like it is dancing. Emma leans closer to the window. Her eyes follow the light. "What is that?" she whispers. The light comes closer and closer. Now it is right outside her window. Emma's heart beats faster. But she is not scared. She feels curious. The light begins to glow brighter. Soft, warm, golden light. Then something magical happens. The light starts to change. Slowly, it takes the shape of something small, something alive. Emma opens her eyes wide. It looks like a tiny person with small wings, shining wings. The little figure floats in the air, looking at Emma and smiling. Emma doesn't move. She doesn't speak. She just watches. The little creature raises its hand and waves. "Hello," it says softly. Emma blinks. "Hello," she replies. Her voice is quiet, almost a whisper. The little creature flies closer, leaving a trail of golden light behind. "My name is Luma," it says. Emma feels something she has never felt before. Wonder, magic, something new, and something is about to begin. Emma looks at Luma, still in silence. "Are you real?" she asks slowly. Luma smiles. "Yes," she says softly, "and you can come with me." Emma feels her heart beat faster. "Come where?" she asks. Luma turns and points to the sky. "Up there." Emma looks outside the window. The night is deep and full of stars. "But I can't fly," Emma says. Luma moves closer. "You can," she whispers. "You just have to trust." Emma hesitates. For a moment, she is not sure, but something inside her says yes. Slowly, she stands up. She walks to the window. The air feels cool on her face. Luma reaches out her small glowing hand. "Take my hand." Emma looks at it. Then she takes it. The moment their hands touch, something changes. Emma feels light, very light, like her body is not heavy anymore. "Close your eyes," Luma says gently. Emma closes her eyes. Now, breathe. Emma takes a slow breath, and then she feels it. Her feet leave the ground. She opens her eyes. She is floating right outside her window. Emma gasps softly. I'm flying. Luma laughs quietly. Yes, you are. They begin to move, slowly at first, then a little faster. They rise above the house, above the street, above the town. The lights below look small now, like tiny stars on the ground. The wind moves softly around them. Emma looks down, then up. Her eyes are full of wonder. This is beautiful, she says. Luma nods. This is only the beginning. They fly higher into the night. The stars feel closer now, brighter, alive. And in the distance, Emma sees something. A place full of glowing lights, floating in the sky. What is that? She asks. Luma smiles. That is where I come from. Emma looks at it, amazed, and together they fly toward the unknown. Emma and Luma fly closer and closer. The glowing place in the sky becomes bigger, brighter, more alive. Soon Emma can see it clearly. It is not just light, it is a floating island in the middle of the sky. There are small houses made of wood and light. There are trees, but their leaves shine softly, golden, blue, and silver. Tiny lights move everywhere, like little stars dancing in the air. Emma looks around in silence, her eyes wide, her heart full. This place is magical, she says. Luma smiles. Welcome home, she replies. They land softly on the ground. It feels warm, soft, almost like clouds. As they walk, small glowing creatures pass by. Some fly, some run, some stop and look at Emma, curious, friendly. One of them waves. Emma smiles and waves back. Who are they? She asks. They are like me, Luma says. We live here. We protect the light. The light? Emma asks. Luma nods slowly. Yes, the light you saw in the sky, it comes from here. Emma looks around again. Now she understands. Everything shines. Everything feels alive. Suddenly, the lights around them move faster. The air changes. Something feels different. Luma stops walking. Her smile fades a little. What's wrong? Emma asks. Luma looks toward the center of the island. The light is not stable, she says quietly. Emma feels a small fear inside her. What does that mean? Luma turns to Emma. It means something is not right. In the distance, the bright glow begins to flicker, slowly, then stronger. The sky around them becomes darker. The little creatures stop moving. Everything feels still, too still. Emma takes a small step closer to Luma. What's happening? She whispers. Luma looks serious now. We have to go. Go where? Emma asks. Luma takes her hand again. To the heart of the light. Emma looks at her, nervous but ready, and together they begin to run into the glowing unknown. Emma and Luma run across the glowing island. The light around them flickers, soft, then strong, then weak again. Everything feels unstable. They move faster, past shining trees, past small houses, past worried faces. The creatures watch them, silent, hoping. In the center of the island, they stop. There is a large circle of light, floating in the air. It is beautiful, but something is wrong. The light is breaking, like a heartbeat, losing rhythm. Emma feels it, deep inside her chest. "This is the heart?" she asks. Luma nods. "Yes, this is where all the light begins." The glow becomes weaker. For a moment, everything almost goes dark. Emma feels fear, real fear. "What do we do?" she asks. Luma looks at her. Her eyes are soft but serious. "The light needs energy," she says. "Good energy, hope, trust, courage." Emma swallows. "I don't know how to do that." Luma steps closer. "You do," she says gently. "You felt it when you flew." Emma remembers the moment she said yes, the moment she trusted, the moment she let go. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and puts her hands near the light. At first, nothing happens, just silence. Then a small glow appears, very soft, very warm. Emma breathes again, slower, calmer. "I trust," she whispers. The glow grows a little stronger. "I'm not afraid." It grows again. "I can do this." Now the glow becomes brighter. The circle of light begins to respond. It moves, it shines, it comes back to life. Luma smiles. "Yes, keep going." Emma keeps her eyes closed, feeling everything, not thinking, just trusting. The light expands, filling the space, touching the trees, the houses, the sky, and then everything shines, bright, stable, alive again. Emma opens her eyes. The island is glowing like before, peaceful, beautiful, safe. The small creatures begin to move again, slowly, then happily. Luma looks at Emma. "You did it." Emma breathes out. I really did." They both smile. After a moment, Luma looks at the sky. "It's time for you to go back." Emma feels a small sadness. "I don't want to leave." Luma takes her hand. "This place will always be here," she says, "and now it is also inside you." Emma nods slowly. They rise into the sky again, flying back, down, toward the town, toward the window. Emma steps inside her room. Everything is quiet again, like before, but she is not the same. She looks at Luma. "Will I see you again?" she asks. Luma smiles. "Yes, whenever you believe." The light around her begins to fade, slowly, softly, until she disappears. Emma stands by the window, looking at the sky, and this time she doesn't just see stars, she feels them. She smiles and whispers softly, "This is just the beginning." Outro. Thank you for listening. I hope this story made you feel calm and helped you connect with English in a natural way. Maybe you didn't understand every word, and that's okay. What matters is that you listened, that you stayed, that you felt the story. You can always come back, listen again, and each time you will understand a little more. If you want to improve your English, remember this: you don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep going. A little every day is more powerful than everything in one day. And just like Emma, sometimes you just need to trust and take that first step. See you in the next story.